Hello, and welcome to Ernie Curci Presents. Today, I want to talk to you about Bad Bunny, who's a dumb bunny. He's originally from Puerto Rico, and from what I've read about him, he used to travel around. His father was a truck driver, and he got to see the island. Now, I don't dislike Bad Bunny. In fact, when he comes to Puerto Rico, he creates a lot of excitement here and a lot of hope and energy. And that's a good thing. I'm not a big fan of his music. However, he did sing an old Ramosito song on the 2019 Banco Popular Christmas album, which was very nice. It's a folk song from Puerto Rico. I have nothing against him personally, other than he's misrepresenting facts and he's saying things that are bad for Puerto Rico. First of all, he said that Puerto Rico is not a trash island. Contrary to that, I've been coming to Puerto Rico since 2012, and that's always been a problem here. The Chinese will no longer accept the tires from Puerto Rico. Now, you'd say, okay, well, that's not a big deal. Well, there's no way to get rid of the tires, so they're using them to do other things like stop surf damage and stuff like that, but it really looks junky. Um, they also are a source for water to collect and rodents and Zika mosquitoes to actually live in and grow and cause health problems for the people of Puerto Rico. So he's wrong about that. In fact, in the area that he grew up, they took one of the amateur sports fields or park fields and they turned it into a trash mountain. Um, those things are provided in the comments here so you can see them. Puerto Rico's long had a problem with trash. I've worked with several individuals and organizations on the island that have been trying to get the municipalities to coordinate an effort for recycling and different things to do away with trash. There was a point where they were going to build an incinerator. I don't think an incinerator is the way to go. There are chimneyless incinerators that will turn the waste into steam or syngas so that it can be used by the electric authority to generate electric. But he's wrong about saying that it's not a trash island. It is. This is a real problem, and trying to cover it up is wrong. He is correct that the corruption on the island is part of the problem. It's a huge part of the problem because the municipalities get tipping fees. Um, I don't know if the island will last for another 10 years. I spend most of my time here in Puerto Rico. I work here in Puerto Rico. I have friends here. My significant other is here in Puerto Rico. So Puerto Rico, I love the island of Puerto Rico, and I'd like to see it cleaned up. I'd like to see it be healthier for people because all this trash and all these landfills seeps into the groundwater. The water here is not that healthy. And there again, when eventually when you're buried alive in trash, the island will become inhabitable. Another thing that he says is he's for or against colonization. He doesn't want colonization in Puerto Rico. Now, this is coming from a guy that's a multi-millionaire off of the island. He has a record company here. I don't see a whole lot of impact on what he's doing here. I don't see a whole lot of investment by him here on the island. Most of the American companies are the ones that invest here. And of course, people are going to say, oh, it's a tax haven. Yes, there is a discounted tax for them, but it does generate revenue for the economy here. It generates the taxes that take care of a lot of Puerto Ricans. And a lot of Puerto Ricans have been shortchanged because the pension plans have been cut and people are trying to live off of that money. The real problem around colonization is whether or not Puerto Rico will become a state. That's up to them. I believe in independence for people, but independence in Puerto Rico means socialism. That's more like what Castro did for Cuba, which I don't think is a good thing for Puerto Rico. The other problem is he's claiming that the West are the first invaders or colonizers. That's not true. The people of Puerto Rico, the Taino, were originally Arawak Indians that came up from the Greater Antilles. So if you're going to end colonization, you got to deport all Puerto Ricans. The other thing is, if you end colonization, all the Puerto Ricans that had U.S. citizenship will lose U.S. citizenship. And they will have to surrender their property and they'll have to come back to Puerto Rico or back to the Greater Antilles if we're going to really hold to the Convention of Anti Colonialism. These are things that he's just uneducated about. I know the island well. His latest album is he should have taken more photos. I've taken nothing but photos since 2012 when I came to Puerto Rico. So if he needs some photos, I've got plenty of them. I got plenty of the photos of the people. I've got plenty of the historic photos that are out there. Everyone can see them. So Puerto Rico was a beautiful island. It's still mostly a beautiful island, but it's in danger. It's in danger of the dumping and the trash, the lack of recycling, the lack of a good energy policy, a lack of good water management, the overtaxation of its people, and the overall general care. Now, I'm not saying they don't try. There are some tries, but like he says, the corrupt government is a problem, and he's correct. The corrupt government is a large problem for the Puerto Rican people. So I'm just going to let you know that Bad Bunny is a dumb bunny. And if he'd like to communicate with me, I will help him in his attempts to try to fix Puerto Rico if he really wants to fix them. I see him in interviews wearing the New York Yankees hat and an LA Dodgers hat. So we know where his loyalty is. He just likes to talk about certain things for promotion, uh, for his own lifestyle and his own business. He's being very successful. God bless him with all the success he's having. He's supposed to be the number one Latin singer right now, Latin musician. Good for him. I've seen him in movies. He does great work. Like I said, this is not a personal attack. This is a lack of knowledge on his part. He's ignorant of what's going on the island. He thinks he knows, but he doesn't, and he's not really at the level with the people. But if he wants to learn more, he can contact me and I will help him. Thank you. And everyone have a great day. And I truly do love Puerto Rico. So this is not a dig at them or anything to negatively impact them. This needs to be addressed. Have a great day.
Who's afraid of the big bad bunny? The big bad bunny, the big bad bunny. Who's afraid of the big bad bunny? The big bad bunny, the big bad bunny.